Have you been finding it difficult to get NHS job interviews? Or you're not just getting as many interviews as you anticipate, despite the fact that you're sending so many applications? This is why. Hi everyone, my name is Kirsty. In this video, I'm going to be showing you step by step how to write an outstanding personal supporting information. The supporting information aspect of your application is the part the NHS interviewers or managers, hiring managers focuses on. That is the part, if you've seen my last videos, that's the part that is crucial because that is the part that is usually read. Now I have it opened here on my screen so that you can see all what it's about and how to write it step by step. So just follow this video from beginning to end. I'll give you a couple of minutes to click that subscribe button below and give this video a like. Share it with people who are struggling with the same problem, because I've received this request over and over again. So clearly a lot of people have difficulty when it comes to writing or selling themselves on paper. That's what I call it. Now you can see here we have already in the previous video gone through how to write the personal information, qualifications. We went through all that in the previous videos, which I could link if you need that here. And now we have gotten to the part called the supporting information. In this section, you will need to demonstrate that you have read the published person specification. What is this person specification, if I may ask? It is the part that where the employer provides a document of what they need exactly, the kind of characteristics or qualities you should have if you apply for this job. And that's document, don't ever skip it. It's very important because people just use a generic application and just keep applying for hundreds of jobs. But always go to the person specification. Let me show you what it looks like. Okay, this is the job description and person specification. So always go there and make sure you look through to see what the employer really wants. What do they want? So go through it and look through so that you can include some of those things that they want, those key statements, those key words or phrases in your application. Always tweak each application. Don't just use a generic application for many that's just send out bulk application using just one of your application without tweaking anything in the supporting information. That will get you nowhere. That is the reason why you have not been getting enough job interviews. So that's what you do in this section. You practically sell yourself, and they often read it. So they have stated here that please include your reasons for applying and take the opportunity to highlight your particular talents and strengths. What is unique about you? What sets you apart from your peers? Why should we take you for this job? Because when you do a good job here, you have the higher tendency of getting an interview. Then you can meet them in person and further sell yourself. That is why this part is critical. Please do not include personal details or duplicate information already provided elsewhere in your application. That is important. It's an important statement because in your application you've already stated that you did this, you got you have BSc, let's say BSc in management, or you have BSc in nursing, or you have BSc as a biomedical scientist. Just don't necessarily dwell on that here. Highlight those things that make you unique more here. So it's like a Microsoft Word page, and if you can see down here you see a G. That is because I have downloaded a software called Grammarly. Try that, it will help you because it corrects your spelling mistakes. Trust me, you don't want typos all over the place in this essay, because that's what it is. Now you have a maximum word count of 1,500, so you can write that much. Anywhere between 800 to 1,000, 1,500 is fine. Just make sure you do a good job in selling yourself. Now basically, when you're applying for NHS job interviews, the important part is the supporting information, which we have here. Now the recruiters use this part to shortlist, and if you don't make the shortlist, you will not be invited. So just have a format in your head. There's a format I built that, of course, you know, a good essay should start with an introduction. So let me write introduction here. You don't necessarily have to write introduction. I'm just trying to show you what I mean. Start with an introduction. At some point, you should state your qualification. State it in a unique way that makes you outstanding. So your qualification, also state your experience. Do you have years of experience? That would be good. It'd be a good time to state that you have up to 8 years of experience, which makes you a good candidate. And also state the things you have done, like have you worked in a unique place, or have you used unique machinery, automation use. Also include that. Then you state your skills. Also state the skills that set you apart. Okay, I'll take this gradually so that if you're writing, you can watch the video to the end, come back to it, and then follow the steps gradually that I lay out here. So first thing you need to know is that when you're introducing yourself, have a striking statement. So what I personally do is I write it like in form of a letter, not just stating you don't just go saying my name is Jane Mark and I have, no, just make it sound unique, make it sound different. Let me give you a good introduction. Okay, let me think of one. So what I personally do is I go to the page, to the initial page where you have the job in adverts, rather, where you have the job advert. You see where they write a contact person to contact in case you need more information. So I just write dear whoever is the contact person. Let me just say James, dear James. Forget about dear Mr. James, Mrs. this. Remember that you're speaking to whites, and mostly they are on a first name basis in most organizations. So just write dear James, dear Helen. So it's like in form of a letter, but it just makes it different from what most people would offer. So you start up with that you are glad, or you're excited, or you're delighted to see that there's a vacancy available in, you mention the trust. You see why you have to tweak every single time. So you write, you are glad to see that, or you are glad to see the recent advert in so trust. Let me just say in Mark and Jill Trust. So any trust you're writing, you're planning to apply to, you have to go and edit your supporting information to have the trust name in it. It makes it like unique to the trust. So you make that part as your intro. So when you write that you are delighted and to see the recent advert in so trust, you state who you are. No need to state your name, because your name has been stated in your personal information clearly. So no need to state I am Mrs. Christie. No, that's not necessary. You can just say I'm a biomedical scientist, which you all know I am. I'm a biomedical scientist. I'm a nurse with relevant experience in this. If you're a mental care nurse, for instance, you write that. If you are a biomedical scientist, you write you are a biomedical scientist with an extensive experience in working in this place. So a brief introduction like that. So when you state that, it's catching. One, it's most likely the contact person is part of the people who would review who will shortlist. So if you have managed to get his name here or her name here, you're like a step ahead of some other people. I've tried this several times and it worked for me. You all know that I got 3 jobs. Not only did I get 7 interviews within 3 weeks, in the first 4 interviews, I got 3 jobs. So this, trust me, this is a method that is tried and trusted. So when you state that as an introduction, you are a biomedical scientist, you have extensive experience in this, working in this. You would now state what you are proficient in. I'm proficient in the use of this. This is all still part of the intro. I'm proficient in the use of, I'm proficient rather in the use of laboratory IT application. I'm technically sound. I have the ability. You see the kind of words I'm using. Those are the words that should fall into your personal supporting information. So that's the intro part. And then you would love to bring all of this expertise to their organization. That's how you conclude your introduction. Now you move to the next part. After introduction, you see I gave a space. After introduction, you move to the paragraph 2, second paragraph. So second paragraph. Now you state the opportunity to join your organization, the opportunity to join your I'm just thinking right now, the opportunity to join your organization is vital, or the opportunity to join your organization is important to me because of this. You go back to the job description, person specification. When you go back there, you go and find what is unique to them. You find out what they do, what are they ISO 151 accredited? So you can use some of the highlights of their organization. You can put it as a reason or reasons why you were attracted to apply to the organization. So it's something you sit down and take your time to do. Then also spell check when you're done. So the opportunity to join your laboratory or the opportunity to join your organization sparks my interest because of this about the organization. Furthermore, so use clear English. Furthermore, I am attracted to your organization because of this and this and this. All that you will get from the job description and person specification, which you have already been provided as a cheat sheet, if you ask me. When the job was posted, you would see everything. All you just need to do is to click and download it. You'll see everything about the job. I'm just using this as an example because this is the particular one I used in the other video when I was showing you how to fill in the your personal details, qualification, and employment history. So when you write that, you state if you see that in the, for example, the person specification, they say they want somebody who knows how to keep up with their CPD, somebody who has some experience. Those are the things you add. I have 8 years of experience working in an ISO 151 accredited laboratory. I have this. I continuously partake in CPD activities. You state it all there. I'm computer literate. All the things you see they say they need. Ensure you put it as something you have. So for example, if we go by this example now, you would see that they have written several things that they would like to see in the candidates. So focus on ISO 151, ISO 15189, culture of innovation. So you write, if I were you, I write, I'm innovative, I am known for this. Okay, that's how to go about it. So after you have stated all of those qualifications, but you see, you're not just stating I attended this university, or not the way you did in your employment history. You are making it like a story that will be interesting to read. Okay, ensure that you, if they ask for communication, ensure that you include I communicate clearly in written and verbal form in this paragraph. So take and make it paragraphs, make it in paragraphs so that it won't be too lengthy and too boring to read. So after each paragraph, I like to give a space, another space. So you go to the third paragraph. The third paragraph is where you state your skills. You begin to state all skills that you have. You can state, break it down. State computer application. Okay, I can operate certain computer applications, including the LIMS system. That's if you, I'm just using this example that say you work in a laboratory, for instance, but state the skills which apply to your own discipline. You might be a nurse, you might be a doctor, you might be a radiographer. So state the skills that apply to your own discipline. So if you have any questions in any of these parts, just drop your questions in the comment section below and I'll come right there to give you a personalized answer. So the third paragraph, make sure that you beef it up with your skills. In skill that you can Google skills, or you can check the skills they ask for. They usually ask for skills like organizational skills, communication skills, interpersonal skills, team working abilities. Those are the kind of skills you should include there. You should include that you are able to complete your task. You are also able to work under pressure at tight deadlines. All of these should be included there, going by what you see on the job description and person specification. And if you've applied for enough, you begin to see that there are some common skills that they always ask for, things like good communication, team working abilities. So you can really write out one that will serve for multiple applications. All you just need to do is to tweak. You remember the initial part I told you to write the trust name. You tweak that part. Each one you change that part of it, and change the, if you use Dear James, maybe the next one will be Dear Helen, depending on what you see on the advert and what you see in the person specification. Next paragraph, paragraph 4. Paragraph 4 is where you kind of state some of the, let's assume that you work in a lab, you are a biomedical scientist, for instance. You begin to state the kind of automation you have used. Some of the automation I have used in my years of experience includes this. You actually state them out. Okay? Actually state them out. There are many and they're diverse. Some of the automation I have used in my experience include 6MEX XN, 31 XN, 550. You just state them out. Roche, Cobas, 8800, Cobas, let's say 6800. You state them out like at least 5, because every laboratory has automation. So state them out so that they will understand that you are already used to working with automation, because in this part of the world the lab is fully equipped. So if you are in other discipline, the same applies. You state the automation you have used, DXH 800, 500, BD, flash count, anything you've used, just state it out. At least have at least 5. You may have used more than 10, but just state at least 5. So some of the automation that I have used in my experience include, but not limited to this and this. Okay? After that, next paragraph, paragraph 5. You have enough like space to write. You can see you have up to 1,500, so you should at least use half of that, at least. So if you have any questions, just put them down there. Regardless of your discipline, I will come and help you answer as much as I can. Okay, the next paragraph is you can make this your conclusion. but it's not just like thank you for listening, or just not as simple as that. You have to state, let's say, I have demonstrated the highest level of service and commitment to the mission of any organization I've worked for. I am concluding, but I'm not just saying thank you for listening. So I have stated that I'm a committed person. Indirectly, I've stated that I'm a committed person who have worked for a certain organization for quite a number of time, and I'm available for an interview at your earliest convenience, because I'm eager to learn more about what contributions I can make to your organization. Make your conclusion unique, so that, and also always make it about them, not about you. Though you're the one who wants the job, but let your application look like you look forward to contributing to them. You look forward to working with them. You have something to add to them than it is about you. So then you just say thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. I look forward to hearing from you. That will be the last statement here. Just write, thank you for your time. I look forward to hearing from you. Or whichever way you think you can just give one line statement. Then you just say kind regards, state your name. So you see, it's like a letter, but not exact. So it makes it more personal. It makes it more unique. Remember to always include the trust name at the start. You include the trust name at the start. Yes. What else did I say you must include? Include the name of the contact person as well at the start. Show some awareness of what the job involves. That means show them that you have read the person's specification and the job description. Also, you can do this by referring to skills, ability, knowledge, and experience that was stated in the person's specification. Okay? Detail how you can contribute to the organization. Okay? Engage the employer. Let it be a good, not a boring story. Engage the employer. Trust me, they read this part, they read it, and they use it to shortlist. So if you want to get more interviews, you should focus more on this part. Take your time and do not plagiarize. There are people who have said, just send me a couple of your personal supporting information. Let me just copy and paste. Do not do that. Do not plagiarize. They take that very seriously, more seriously, especially in the UK than you would know. If you have schooled in the UK, you probably know, but do not do it. Sit down. From your experience, write a beautiful one. And I've given you all of this tip. Get most of the things you will write from the job description and person specification. Then, whatever you do, please remember to proofread everything. Get Grammarly. I'm giving you this information for free. Get Grammarly, download it. It's free on your system. Edit it, read it again. Make sure it's clean. And the beautiful thing about this application is that you can actually use one of a perfect one, a really great one you have done, to apply for several jobs. If you want to apply for 50 jobs, that's fine. So you can use it as many times as all you need to do is keep tweaking. Make sure you tweak your supporting information, change the trust name, change the contact person name, tweak here and there to make it unique to that particular trust that you are applying to. I cannot emphasize this enough. In fact, it cannot be overemphasized. So make sure you do a good job. If you have any question whatsoever, just drop it in the comment below. Click the subscribe button below now, and I would include the other video on filling out the other parts of the application, the initial parts like person information, qualification. I would include it up here somewhere. So look through this video. Let it guide you as you write your supporting information, and any question when you get stuck, just drop the question below and I'll come there to give you a personalized answer. See you in the next video. So just also know that you can save for later, so that it saves. You once you're done, you're sure everything is perfect, you click the save and continue. It takes you to the final page where you just acknowledge some things, check some boxes if you don't have any criminal record, and then your application is submitted. Is that easy? So bye, it's me, Christy. See you in the next video.